Hey there, YouTubers. And once again, I'm back. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Shiny little logo to block that replay bar for you. It's kind of crappy logo, but you know what? I'm very impressed with myself. That's my paint skills. Yeah. Be in awe. Alright, anywho. Gonna jump back to this game real quick. We have dOpa here, our red Protoss from Quantum Gaming. You guys saw him in the last game, which is uploading. Versus nerO, I'm told, an old Brood War player who now plays for SMI. Him and some other guys on that team. Sorry for all you Brood War fans, I have no idea who this guy is. I just heard he's a good Brood War player. He used to play Brood War quite often, and yeah, so it should be a pretty exciting game. Protoss me on Scrap Station. Who knows what we're going to see? Probably maybe some Void Rays, maybe some tricky Warp Gate business. Both players are basically mirroring each other right now. dOpa's opting to go for a more walled off build, while nerO is just getting out that pylon very quickly so he can just get up that gateway, get his units mining as quickly as possible. Both players are using their Chrono Boosts basically right when they come up. Looks like nerO is going to save his for a little bit. Maybe saving up for some tricky Warp Gate business. Who knows? Now, in case you guys weren't aware, we do have some, Alu, I think, is holding a Team Strike tournament, kind of like the Triple Strike. It's like Team Challenge or something along those lines, and we have a Quantum Gaming team in there. So if you guys are loving these players, I would love for you guys to go and support them. I believe that is this Saturday, or maybe, no, next Saturday actually. Yeah, so it's going to be next Saturday. And we do have Murder, our Terran player, dOpa, our Protoss player, and every time our Terran player playing in that tournament. And we also have another band of rebels that are from Quantum Gaming, but they are going in a different name. They always enter the Triple Strike on their own, and that's going to be Cheese, Marth, and Eternus. And they are Terran, Zerg, and Protoss respectively. So both good players. And as you can see here, we both have cybernetics cores coming up from both players, and a little bit of probe action going on. Oh, dOpa gets away with the minerals. Look at that. I mean, those minerals are going to win him the game right there. Hero probe. We have two gases going down from both players. Both of them are going to go gas heavy builds. We don't have Warp Gate coming in. Oh, there we go. We do have Warp Gate coming in from dOpa, and both stalkers are being built. Kind of interesting from here from nerO. No Warp Gate. He's doing a Stalker, and dOpa's Chrono Boosting both of his in, while nerO is just focusing on this economic build, and dOpa is fully aware of this. And the thing here that I like is what dOpa did is he went ahead and Chrono Boosted his Stalker. This probe's not going to get nearly as much scouting as dOpa's would have. And look at this. dOpa knows almost the exact timing of that Stalker finishing, and his probe gets out of there in time. I really like that play. Really well played by dOpa. Really nice to know the timing of the Protoss. And look at now, he's just drawing this Stalker out to who knows where, and it looks like he's just going to zigzag in and out, zigzag around here, and probably just head back up to his base when he has two Stalkers available to deal with that one. And it looks like this Stalker now, he ends up going away after he realizes his Stalker is quite a whiles away. And we actually have a sentry coming down, another Stalker, and more probes. He's keeping up that probe count quite well. We hop over to the units tab. But see here, he does have two more probes over dOpa and the same amount of Stalkers. So dOpa is falling a little bit behind at economical advantage, but I believe his Warp Gate tech is up. Or, yes, just about up. There it goes. While nerO here is only about halfway done. He has plenty of Chrono Boost to start boosting it up though, and it looks like he's opting not to do that. But dOpa is going to be able to start warping in a lot of units here. He has two more gateways in the back, and his first observer is on the way. And we no robotics facility yet from nerO here. Looks like he's waiting up a little bit, and dOpa's already coming down with some immortals. So dOpa looks like he's going to be the aggressor here, going for the 3-gate 1 robo. I'm not sure if we're going to see a 4-gate yet, or if we're going to see a 3-gate robo to counter in from nerO. And there we go, this observer is going to be able to scout out the area. There's nothing this Protoss army can do. No scans, no overseers. All he has to do is get those observers out, essentially. He can't do much else. And we do finally have some warp gates coming in. As you can see, he's going to go and chrono boost these 2 units just so he can get those warp gates out. And there we go. Do we have a robotic facility finally going down? dOpa's fully aware of this. He knows when he has the advantage here. He has that observer in there easily scouting out. It looks like we're just going a very Stalker Sentry heavy build coming in here from nerO with a Stalker Sentry Immortal build coming in from dOpa. dOpa is just constantly warping in more and more units. He's getting some Zealots, which is probably a very, very decent choice, just because they can get up in front and just really mess with those Stalkers and just they do massive amounts of damage. As you can see here, they do 2 attacks of 8, so 16 damage to these Stalkers, essentially doing more damage than the Stalkers do to them. And it looks like we're going to have nerO move out here, and I'm kind of confused here because I'm sure he should know already that observers are moving around. You can see the blurry visions on your screen, and look at this. dOpa's going to go ahead and go out and meet him, and now he knows that dOpa's fully aware of him, and I believe he should be really playing this fight like he is. It looks like dOpa's going to send in that observer to make sure he knows exactly what his opponent is doing. We don't even have an observer over here from nerO. He went ahead and opted just to go that immortal rather than getting observer, so he's kind of blind to what his opponent's doing right now. I guess he can assume that, you know, well, it's Protoss, I'm a Protoss player, I should know what he's been doing. But he is very, very blind at the moment. And it looks like we're going to have a tech switch coming in from dOpa, and this is some awesome play here. Just get a few Immortals, basically just do the nice little tech switch, and now get the Thermal Lance upgrades with Colossus. And let's face it, folks, they do massive amounts of damage. We're just having more and more Immortals come out. Still no observer. This is very key to note. nerO is blind, like I said once again. He does not know that his opponent is getting Colossus, and that is very, very close to getting Colossus too. That Thermal Lance is just about halfway done and is getting chrono boosted constantly. So I'm quite curious to see that if nerO is actually like gonna make a forceful push here, and he should be aware that his opponent is doing around the same build that he is, just from seeing that observer. And look, we finally have an observer coming out after he built two Immortals before he actually built that observer, and I think that's a big, big, big mistake. And we have hallucination coming in from nerO. Not often do I see that, but I guess anything's possible here. We do have plenty of sentries going on, so I guess he's just going to fake some more and more units, maybe fake all of his sentries. Be some cute play going on, but look at that. That first Colossus almost just perfect timing for the Thermal Lance. Thermal Lance is going to finish, and the Colossus is going to pop out just a few seconds later. Nice stuff. And it looks like nerO is opting to expand. Now, okay, this is the same exact thing I was saying. Why would you decide to expand before your observer comes in here and fully sees what's going on? I think nerO just kind of is getting a bit cocky here, saying, you know what, I have the middle of the map right here. This guy's not going to touch me. I'm going to go ahead and expand. Or he might not after seeing this. I really hope he doesn't. I mean, in all actuality, we have very even armies, and expanding will put him behind and allow dOpa to get just that a few amounts of more units it requires for him to be the winner and the aggressor in this fashion. And yeah, I really like dOpa's composition a lot better than nerO's, just for the fact that he does have those Zealots. I mean, we have one Zealot here, and these Stalkers are going to line up perfectly for the Colossus just to go insane. And look at this. Oh my god, he does decide to expand. I think this is a big, big, big mistake. And look at this. dOpa sees the expansion going down. He's like, okay, I can push out with a few units here, and I expect him to push out, or either that or he's going to counter Expo. As you can see, this probe is down here, but I really expect him to push out. I mean, he does have the stronger force. He's getting that third Colossus up, and that's just going to be like the trifecta right there. I mean, those 3 Colossus will be able to lay down so much damage on top of anything. And look at that, he is going to move out, and I really think nerO needs to just back off. This position is not good for him. Oh no, he's going into more open ground, and the Colossus have this cliff right here. I don't think this is good position at all. He should know that dOpa sees him. Oh, and dOpa's going to stop moving, but that observer is still overhead, so he knows exactly what's going on. And here we go, 3 Colossus coming in. If dOpa plays this right, he should very easily have this one. Oh, we actually have some hallucinations of Colossuses coming in here. I'm not really sure how the heck he did that. How do you hallucinate Colossus when you don't have any? But anywho, we were just having lots of damage go down. And dOpa's forcing down those Colossus. I'm not really sure why. He knew for the fact that he did not have any Colossus before going into the fight. We're having great shields go down on that choke point there. And actually nero's using this advantage pretty well, but I mean, these Colossus back here are just basically, those shields are forcing him not to be able to focus down on his own units. Or not his own units, but the Colossus. Those shields basically helped nerO and killed them at the same time because his units weren't able to get close enough to those Colossus to do enough damage. And here we go. This is basically GG in my opinion. These Colossus, oh no, they were, I thought we were going to sneak up around back here and just basically melt everything you see. And nerO is going to make one final last stand. But here comes in those Colossus. Like I said, those Stalkers lining up in straight lines for him, and just look at them. Laser beams from hell, people. Laser beams from hell. And there's not much he can do here. There he goes. nerO left the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. This, once again, was dOpa from Quantum Gaming playing nerO. Thanks a lot.